What's good? Y'all know what it is. Your boy CJ Goodfella. One time for the one time we back grinding. Back on the boxing grind. Breaking news. I'm going to link the article to the description. I think it's worldboxing.net or whatever it is. Sorry. They do some good work though. Shelly Finkle and them have been working together through this whole negotiation period. And Shelly Finkle says that the contract will be returned to Eddie Hearn by June 29th, which is this Friday. You know, he said he don't have nothing against Eddie Hearn, but Eddie Hearn is basically a liar. I'm paraphrasing there. He says that he has proof to back up everything that he says with paperwork. You know, he has proof. And I'm going to link this article, and I want you guys to read the article. He goes down in chronological order of what's been happening of lately. He said June 11th, you know, Deontay Wilder accepted the fight to go to the UK. He said they were shocked that he actually accepted it. Like I told you guys, they were shocked because they said it. They were shocked that he accepted it because it was a below market value for the fight. It was below value, you know, below market value for the fight, you know. But Wilder took it. He compromised, like I told him, beginning in negotiations. And Finkle says that, you know, Hearn was supposed to send the contract Friday. You know, they didn't get the contract until, you know, 4 days later, late Monday night. I think it was like maybe June 19th. He said a day or two later, they had two questions they had to answer, two clarifications. He said Eddie didn't get back with them clarifications till a couple of days later. Obviously, it was Barry Hearn's birthday. They was on the jet sipping cheap ass champagne. You know how fake millionaires do. You know, they probably ain't really millionaires or barely millionaires. You know, but he said, you know, then he, you know, I guess they answered the clarifications that they need to be answered. And he says now that when they got the contract, it was no venue, no date. You know, had no venue, no date on the fight, and that's very, very important to know when you fighting, so you can really enter training camp and see where you want to start entering camp and getting in at. And your venue is important too, because then you got to start making you know moves where you gonna have your hotel at, where this fight gonna be at. You know, how long it's gonna take us to get over there, or where is it gonna be in Wales? Is it gonna be in you know, where Wembley is? They need to know where the venue is. And these are the same things that they asked about about the term sheet. You know, when they offered the $50 million. He said, and he goes on to say, and Shelly Finkle, the manager, one of the managers, Deontay Wilder, he said Eddie Hearn's a damn lie. He said we sent them the term sheet of the $50 million, how the revenue was gonna get. He said they never return or rebuttal to the term sheet that was sent. He said they sent them all the revenue of where the $50 million was going to come from, and I guess where they was going to have the fight and how they was going to lay it out for the pay-per-view, and, you know, all the particulars. He said they never rebuttal. He said Eddie Hearn said, he said Finkle says Eddie Hearn's a damn lie. He said I have the proof to back up everything that I'm saying in paperwork. That man said he got the proof, and I believe him. Because remember Eddie Hearn got mad when Shelly Finkle was bringing up them emails and showing the emails to everybody. And he said, oh, you know, they petty, you know, he crying and stuff. Because you lying. You lying. Shelly Finkle ain't gonna lie. Eddie Hearn been caught up in several lies. Outside of this, what about the zone? Where's the big fighter on the zone? Where's this big fighter on the zone? Okay? He couldn't even get Danny Jacobs the Canelo fight, man. He said he gonna make Danny Jacobs a star. Danny Jacobs' stock is lower than when he was with Premier Boxing Champions. Ain't nobody checking for Danny Jacobs. He told me they ain't received a turn. Well, it's a boxing article that said when Eddie Hearn said 70% done, they said, oh yeah, we did receive it. Or apparently they received it. You know they received them terms for the $50 million. You out here lying to people saying, oh, Deontay Wilder. What have Deontay Wilder lied about? What have Shelly Finkle ever lied about? Did Deontay Wilder lie when he said 2 years before he fight Vivek and he was juicing? No. Did he say that when he said Briggs was juicing, did he lie? No. Ortiz was juicing when he showed up to the original press conference for the November 4th fight. Did he lie? No. No. He did not lie. You can't tell me what Deontay Wilder lied at. When he said he didn't care about the money, obviously he took below market value. He didn't care about the money. He compromised and took the fight. So we're going to go live on this in a minute, man. I just wanted to put that out here. Read the article. Shelly Finkle puts everything down in chronological order from what recently happened. Everything. And not only that, fellas, you know, he also he spoke on something else. I can't remember on top of my head, but he spoke on a couple other things that I really can't remember right now. But I'm saying, man, he know Eddie full of shit, man. He know it. Everybody know it. Even UK guys know Eddie is full of BS. You know, everybody, you know, you can feel it, you can sense it. You know, and people are mad, oh, you keep talking about it. I can talk about anything I want to. If you don't want to hear about it, don't listen. It's the Boxing Clinic of Morris, your boy CJ Goodfella putting it down. One time for the one time. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button if you ain't a hater. Hit the bell icon so you know we upload and go live. We're going to go live in a minute. You know, share. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, those links are in the description as well. And hopefully this fight can get done. But Shelly Finkle said, oh, this is what I was going to say. Sorry. I remember when they caught Shelly Finkle, no, when they caught Eddie Hearn on the Boxing Voice. Remember that? And Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder jumped on, and Eddie Hearn was on their line. They caught him in the lie. When they caught him in the lie, y'all remember that? And Eddie Hearn started shaking and shivering. He been caught in numerous lies. Shout out to Neston and Boxing Voice, man. All these lies, but they said the contract should be turned by Friday. Said it didn't have no date or no venue on it. The same thing Anthony Joshua was crying about. Same thing Deontay Wilder crying about in this situation. So y'all know what it is. One time for the one time, we gone.